What you guys, got another product review here sent over by GearBest. This is the latest TV box MXIII-G2. Now this is probably one of the best TV boxes out there on the market right now. Now don't get confused with some of the older ones, this is the very latest version. It does do 4K HEVC, H.265, has a LAN gigabit connection, also very good Wi-Fi connectivity options, and also Kodi Media Center and Android 6.0 on this box. It also has a Amlogic S912 Octa-core CPU and also 2 GB of DDR3 and eMMC flash 16 GB of memory, and as you can see, loads of Wi-Fi and Ethernet capability and Bluetooth 4.0. Now here is the actual remote control, pretty basic remote control, and if you are going to be using these types of TV boxes, I would suggest that you buy one of these controllers which I'm going to show you right now. They're very awesome for TV boxes and you can get these pretty cheap on Amazon or GearBest or anywhere else you want to buy them. Now what else is in the box? Also inside the box you're going to get your adapter. Yours may be different depending on what country you're from. But if you're from the UK, this is the adapter that you're going to get inside your box. You've also got on the go a connector here, which is a micro USB and also the actual USB port on the end, as you can see here. That comes inside the box. And also we have the actual unit itself, which we'll take a look at in a second, and we'll just show you the actual cable. Now the HDMI cable in here is very short, so if you have got bigger longer cables and you want a longer cable, then go with those. Also you can see you've got your instructions manual, pictures and English written, so it's pretty easy to understand and easy to set up. So if you never set one of these up, then it's pretty straightforward. It gives you all the instructions here. So let's get on with the actual box here. Now I do like this box, it's got some good weight to it, and also I do like the design of it. As you can see here, it's got this like metallic-y sort of plastic coating on the front here. It does support 4K as I said, and I do like the on and off button on the top here. Very easy to switch on and off and power down. On the side here we have our memory slot, which you can see here, which you can use for extra memory. On the go slot here, got some ventilation up the top, but on the go, which is your micro USB to USB there. Also you've got a couple of USB ports, which I thought was really nice to have 2 USB ports here instead of just one. And on this side we have our power port, our AV next to that, and we have our Ethernet port as well, and our HD and SPDIF for your audio right there. And that's pretty much it for this box. But on the bottom, as you can see, it's got some sort of rubber coating plastic on there to stop anti-slip, and some ventilation there to help the product breathe a little bit to stop it overheating. And it doesn't get too hot, but it is a decent box, I must admit. And there is the actual input figures there. Now we're going to be booting this up, and this is the actual boot up screen, what you're going to get on your TV box when you purchase it. Pretty decent boot up time. And this is the actual GUI interface. Very nice GUI interface, very easy to use. As I said, it does come pre-installed with some bits, and this device is already rooted. I'm going to go into here and you'll see Kodi, Netflix, YouTube, and you can add more in if you wish. But this is what comes pretty much stock. Go into recommended here, you've got Kodi, Media Center, and also Miracast. And you've also got the Play Store, but the Miracast is here. These are your settings which you can tweak with and get working if you want to use Miracast. And also you've got your Play Store there as well, which is useful for all your apps, which are very easy to install. Once you sign up, you're pretty much good to go. And you can see the little hash mark up in the top left hand corner. That means the device is rooted, which is good. And as you can see here, you just can come in here and download whatever you like, games, apps, or anything like that. We'll take a little bit more look at that later on. Inside your apps here, you can see I've installed a couple of extra apps here, which are benchmarks apps, but pretty much, and CPU-Z I've installed. But all the rest is just comes with a device. And you can actually add more apps if you wish, as I said, but there's plenty here to get you started. Now also inside Local here, we'll take a look. Move along. There we go. An app installer. You've got your file browser. And as you can see, these are all just your locations. You can see the hash mark in the top left hand corner, as I said, which is for rooted device. You've got your gallery. There is nothing in here because it is an actual new box, so we haven't added any data or any sort of pictures or anything like that, so I can't show you any sort of gallery sort of images, but this is where they'd all be. So you could actually just access these, which is really, really nice. You've got your movie player here, which is functional, and also you've got your music. If you've got all your music in one place, you can add it there, which you can see. And I'll just quickly open this up, and you can see there is nothing in here, but if you did, you'd have it all listed inside here, and you can play your music from this location. Very useful and easy to do. Inside your settings here, this is the settings for the device. Again, you've got your network settings, your display settings. Now, the recording software, a box that I'm using, only goes up to 1080p. So this is a 4K TV, but it is only registering 1080p maximum, but it is a 4K box. But because of the actual box restricts me, it'll only show 1080p. So again, HDR, you can have this, it is set to auto, you can turn it off if you wish. But pretty much they're your top ones here. Let's move down to your preferences. You've got your date and time, your language. It supports many different languages. I'll just quickly scroll through these real quick here, but there's a lot. And if you want to check out what sort of language this is, you can actually go to their website and check that out, or you can go to Android and it will tell you what languages they support. As you can see here, we've got the HDMI CEC, playback settings, accessibility, and also more settings. We'll go inside here and you can see the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and there's more settings here. You've got your storage area here as well, and your memory, and your location to change the location where you're at. But this is where you can tweak it up a little bit and change your settings. You've got your security here as well. We'll just flick through these and have a look. This is all the apps. It's just another location where you can check what you've got on your system rather than going through the GUI interface. It's more the settings, the back end of it really. But you can see the memory here. And I will do some benchmarks of this, and I'll show you the full results of this once we have a look a little bit later on in the video. Trying to cover as much as I can to give you as much information as possible. Your backup and reset is there, and also you've got your about the meter box, and this is all your information about the actual box. You can see Android version 6.01, Android security patch level up to August the 1st 2016, and the kernel they're using, and the build number is there, as you can see. So you've got all your information there if you want to take a look. Also, we're going to go into, let's have a look here what we've got further down. Remote and accessories. You can see your remote and also add accessories, and also location, security and restrictions. Now, security and restrictions is if you want to add in apps that aren't like third-party apps and stuff like that. You can turn the security measures off, because otherwise it won't allow you to install some of those if you want to use those. So you can turn this off if you wish. Just be careful where you get your APK files from. Don't just download them anywhere, because some of them could have malware in them and you could end up infecting the actual device itself. It's going to flick out of here and go back, and we'll take a look at the next section. So what we'll do, we can run some tests here. These are the actual downloadable apps. So I'm just going to quickly run a CPU-Z test, and as you can see, the CPU 1.51 gigahertz, 8 times Cortex CPU, and it also gives you the model number, which is the latest model, and also the manufacturer. Gives you loads of information here. You can pause the screen and read this as much as you like. It gives you the root access, yes. Also system uptime, bootloader, unknown, security patch level, gives you the whole information about the system, the temperatures of the actual unit, and everything else, your thermal temperatures and stuff like that. So you can pause that and read that at your own leisure there. It's just some information that you may want to know about the box itself. Now also what we'll do is run a quick Geekbench on this just to show you the results, just in case you're interested. And again, this does give you full information about the actual device. I'll just speed this process up, but you can see here there's the score, and you can see the actual model number there, Amlogic, and it just goes on and on. The information, it goes right into it. So if you are interested in this sort of stuff and you do want to, you can actually pause the screen and take a look at the actual results right there. I'm trying to go as slow as I possibly can, but you can see here they're all the numbers that should interest you if you're interested in what the benchmark scores are for this particular type of device on a single core and on a multi-core. I'm not going to spend too much time on these really, but you can actually pause that and take a look at that in your own leisure. So let's move out of here now and move on to the next area. So the next area we'll take a look at is the free games that you can download. It installs anything on here, applications, games, and to download these you just set up an account on the Google Play Store and you can just go on here and install just like so. Pretty straightforward, and there you go, you can play your games. Pretty straightforward and easy to do. I'll show you some video content as well which you can do, but Kodi comes pre-installed. Now I know a lot of people don't like Kodi pre-installed because obviously some of the plugins end up not working properly, but to be honest I've not had that problem. Here you can see this is system information from Kodi, free memory 1079 as you can see here, and these are information for Kodi when it's up and running on the box. Now obviously you've got to remember some apps have been running and it may take up a bit more memory, and you can close those as well and you should get some memory back. But again, take a look at video add-ons. It does come pretty fully loaded as you can see here with all your add-ons. You can add more as well if you wish, and you can uninstall some if you wish. It's entirely up to you. So I'm going to just come back here. Yeah, also it comes with a couple of USB ports, which I think was a real nice touch. But if you're after getting yourself one of these good boxes here, one of the probably best boxes out there at the moment, then the link will be in the description of the video. Anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. My name is Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. If you enjoy these videos, guys, then hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button if you want to keep up to date when we upload new videos. And thanks again for watching. Bye for now.